This next segment is going to be sponsored by Hilton Hotels and Resorts. Well, as families gather for the holiday season, it's the perfect time to start making your 2024 travel plans, okay? But with so many different ages around the table, it is possible to plan a vacation that will make everyone happy. Now, according to generational expert and president of the Center for Generational Kinetics, Jason Dorsey, Jason is here joining us live from Canopy by Hilton San Antonio Riverwalk this morning to share some trends and survey results that say you may have more in common with your grandparents than you thought. Jason, San Antonio, how is the weather out there?
Oh, it's a little bit chilly, but beautiful. I'm on the Riverwalk right now, and it's stunning here. Got to walk around last night and see all the holiday lights and enjoy some local food. It's really a great time to be here. So strong recommend to come to this Canopy property.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Jason, you are an expert when it comes to looking at how different generations interact with each other. What is the secret to a successful family trip?
Yeah, well, what we found in the new Hilton Trend Report, we did this study all around the world. We had 4 different generations: Gen Z, Millennials, Gen X, and Baby Boomers. And what we found is that every single generation wants to travel. And I think that's important when we think about family trips, right? Sometimes you think, well, maybe not every generation wants to go. But what the study clearly showed is every single generation wants to travel. And what was really unifying, sort of this commonality, is the number one reason they wanted to travel was to rest and recharge. And I think that's surprising to hear that from Gen Z as well as Baby Boomers. And my personal favorite stat was that 64% of all of the participants around the world said they plan to spend money on leisure travel next year than they did this year. And they plan to get that money by spending less in other personal areas of their life. So they're willing to say, I'll spend less over here on clothing or what have you, so I can have more money to spend on a great trip with my family and friends. And that, to me, just talks about the sense of connection that people want to see across generations. Yeah,
for sure. We're heading into 2024. So what should we expect to see, or what does the survey say we should expect to see as we're traveling and trends and all that stuff?
Yeah, there's several trends that really stand out. One is this idea that people want personalization on their trips. And this was true across generations. They want to be able to personalize that trip around their taste, their preferences, their priorities. What we also saw is they want easy booking, whether that's through a mobile device or through a website. And the last one we found is there's a huge desire to have great food wherever they go. In fact, over 80% of all the participants said they want to know that there's going to be great local or regional cuisines, and they want to know there was a great restaurant right at the hotel. One of the things we uncovered that's not a lot is that there's also a real strong desire for people to connect with their culture and heritage, which I think is pretty interesting when we think about sort of post-pandemic, what they want to see and do and the experiences that they want to have.
Yes, so, let's talk about events and activities, Jason. What should we be looking for that's appropriate for the whole family?
Yeah, well, what we find is that there's a lot of assumptions about other generations, especially when they're looking at each other going, what does Gen Z want? Well, what do boomers want? So what we found is the best thing you can do to start to create that sense of connection across generation is to ask each of the different participants on the trip, usually generation, what's one thing you would love to do, an experience you'd love to have, a memory you would like to make on this trip. And what we find is if you just do that one simple step, which is so obvious, it almost never happens. If you just do that one step, you'll find out, oh, so-and-so wants to go on an adventure. They want to walk on the Riverwalk. They want to go on a food tour. They want to go on a history tour. And then you can create an itinerary where there's something for everyone. My daughter's 12 years old, and we always ask her, what's 2 or 3 things you want to do on the trip that you would just love to do? And so we add that to the trip. She feels like it's her trip, right? Because she got to pick it. And then she's more open on the activities that we want to do, and everybody has a better time. So we find that's the best way to start to bridge generations. And even in the study, what we found, 45% of all travelers say that they want to travel now to reconnect with family and friends. So fostering that sense of connection is really, really important on trips, rather than everybody just going their separate ways, but really fostering that connection to bring people together through shared experiences.
Yeah, for sure. Where can we get more information, Jason? I know people are ready to book right now.
Well, if you're ready to book, you can go to Hilton.com. But if you want more information on the study, you can go to stories.hilton.com. You'll find all kinds of great information, insights, videos, and you can hear about pillow menus, which are a real thing, where where at some of these Hilton properties, you can actually pick the pillow that you want for your room.
Wow, that's
Sleep
awesome.
tourism at its finest.
Yes, that's awesome. I love that. That got me. All right, Jason Dorsey, thank you so much. Happy holidays to you.